on, hit it.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jessy, Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Taman.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taylor.
As long as you got Jaden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taylor.
I am the world's worst podcast host. I am John Taman. If you are just now joining us for the first time, whether it's with the Bleeding Burgundy podcast or you know who I am through other things, if you haven't figured out why I'm the world's worst podcast host yet, you will, and that will be very soon. I'm going to go ahead right off the bat and say hello to my – wait, we were having all kinds of fun here. Did I move it? Okay. All right, so thank you for joining us right away here. So here we go. All right, I'm going to start right off here with our special guest. This is my great friend Tom Lax. This is the you know his voice. If you've been paying attention to Bang or Bang Cartoons or Bang Radio Hour, this is my great friend Tom, and I welcome you to our Bleeding Burgundy podcast.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much, and happy birthday, John, my friend.
Well, thank you very much. You sound like you're ready to come on a talk show. So here we'll give you this. Here, let's see. And here he is for the first time on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast. Our good friend Tom Lax, Dallas Cowboys fan, to sit here and talk to us about the Commanders. That's right. And if you just heard that right, that's right. Tom is a Cowboys fan. So that's why we keep him down in the lower left, because when you look at a house in a schematic diagram, that's where the bathroom usually is. It's closest to the septic tank. All right, let's see. Over here on my direct right, because we have a small stage today, is my good friend from southeastern Virginia. Oh, he's over there. Jessy Martin. There he is.
You know, Tom, it is good to meet you. We feel like we know you already because John just nonstop talking. And you can tell he's missed you. He has missed you so much.
I swear to God,
It's like that 5-year breakup when you see each other in the grocery store and you just make eye contact across that frozen ham. There's a reason he's on top of you, Tom. Don't worry.
I used to never get to see him. We used to do this completely through microphones. And the thing about this being live is he's not allowed to yell at me this time. I wish I had those tapes. I hope you have those tapes.
I have everything.
Where you would stop the show. God damn it, John! Would you stop it?
Well, Jessy and Scott, I hear you guys have the same problem with him.
Absolutely. That's true.
Pretty much. Yeah. All right, so that over there, of course, from the Royal Port of Barrow, home of kings and dukes, we have here Scott Hartley, international fan of the year. Now, Scott, I must congratulate you, my friend. I have to say to you, you guys got the scoop of the fucking year. I was watching One Point Safety Show yesterday. You guys had Taylor Swift on the podcast to announce her new album. What the fuck was up with that?
Where are you getting this information from, John?
Hang on. Look. All right, here. You can't really see her. She's behind this big.
Oh, there she is behind Scouts. Yeah.
Right, there she is. I'm not surprised. Probably most of Liverpool is back there. Anyway, welcome to my good friend Scotty Hartley. How you doing this week?
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, I'm glad it's Friday. Busy week, but yeah, all good.
As if it's not a busy week, you wouldn't know what the fuck to do with yourself, because that's what we do. Max, down here at the bottom right, how are you today?
It's Friday and it's your birthday, so it's a great day. I want to say I called him at 7:30 this morning to wish him happy birthday. I thought I got in a car accident.
Well, I mean, nobody ever calls it. Tom, you know what I mean? Nobody calls it 7:30 in the morning. What the fuck's wrong, man? Dude, what the fuck? What do you want?
I was just like me. If my parents call before 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm always thinking something's fucking wrong. Like,
well, I knew he was up because he was texting you guys.
So, Tom, welcome to the show. This is a Commanders podcast. I know you don't like that, but hey.
Oh, I know I'm in enemy territory.
The thing is, though, is we don't really treat people that way unless they treat us that way. And believe you me, we've got plenty of people that do come along. And thank you, Shelley. Thank you very much for saying happy birthday to me. That was a nice thing right there. I bet you if Shelley was here, she'd make me a drink, and that would be a damn good drink. We invite everybody in here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I've watched some shows, definitely. And besides, John and I both, each other's team is the one we hate the least in the division.
Well, it's only because there hasn't been much
the
there.
Giants, the Eagles, and then the Cowboys. I hate the Eagles, the Giants, and then the Cowboys. And I've always respected Washington.
Tom hates the Cowboys.
I
Breaking
thought it was
news.
one of the great rivalries,
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
That's right.
We have that now.
Right.
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
It's too bad. Tom is running a operating system that's not compatible with this stupid StreamYard. He's going to be popping in and out like you see right there. But here he is once again, ladies and gentlemen. Tom.
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
I heard your voice as soon as I hit refresh.
Now, okay, you and I were talking the other day. I'm just curious now because I'm always just talking about StreamYard on here because I pay a lot for this thing. So you said that every time I play one,
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
You have to unmute it.
Yeah, the sound.
Tom or Scott, you too.
Yeah.
You have to. You don't hear
I
that
am
coming
an
up?
analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
That's good because we're here to analyze football and make comments, and I don't want people missing out on anything.
I didn't hear it.
You got the Michael Irvin soundboard now?
That's
No,
weird.
but we got this.
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
Believe me,
Yeah, okay.
we knew it. We knew it. We will get a Michael Irvin soundboard, but he's not on television anywhere anymore. All right, so
Yeah, he is.
I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Play it again. All right,
He's on
Joe.
Fox.
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
He's on Fox.
I think
that'll
so. Isn't he on
Because
Fox?
they don't need to tell the truth about anything. He'll just be up
No,
there.
he's
You
on
know,
NFL Network.
He's on NFL Network still, right?
is he back?
No.
They brought him back.
He's
That's
never
wonderful.
gone.
I didn't know he was ever gone.
Irvin, Michael Irvin.
Yeah,
They
when
got
was he
rid of him
gone?
when he got in. Didn't they get rid of him when he got in trouble in
He's
Vegas?
just always in trouble. That's his thing.
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
All right. Well, you know what? While Tom's fucking around with his computer equipment over there, we're going to go ahead and move along with the show. So, just you got that?
Yep.
All right. Cool. All right. So we've had a week of practice, I suppose, with the Commanders, and after the debacle of the game against the Patriots last week, we saw we had a little inter squad scrimmage, and I guess the watchword of the week this week was that the freaking offense wasn't looking so good. Jesse, what do you got to say about all of that?
It's practice, man. It's freaking practice. I'm not really worried about it whatsoever. They had
Practice
a great
as you play,
practice.
though, right?
They had a really good practice today and yesterday. Tom, you might want to move to your phone. I think you'll have a lot better luck with it if you can.
I can hear you. Oh, there I'm back. I could hear you
There you
before. I just couldn't see myself.
Yeah, it's
It might be that
something with
shirt.
the iOS.
That's the hamster wheel you got to get going more.
It might be that shirt right there. I think
Yeah, as Andy pointed out there, he said nothing works in Cowboys Nation, not even a computer. Dogged already.
Just get ready to catch strays, Tom.
Look, I'm not worried about the offense right now. It's freaking practice.
Really?
Yeah.
In any way? Oh, Pete Sidorn said, now, Tom, you know that name. Oh, Pete. Pete's been with us. God, Pete started listening to us probably back in 2005. While Tom is actually here before his freaking iPad kills him again. Go ahead.
Listen, I know you guys are going to talk about the Commanders here for a bit, and I really don't care. So I'm going to jump out, grab a laptop, and see if that does better. How's that?
Sounds
No
good to me.
worries.
Perfect.
I'll be
See you
right
in a
back.
bit.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Oh,
you're
it's all right.
good.
It's not your
You're
fault.
good.
You're welcome to come here.
Hey, this show's always a shit show. No problems with it.
Well, I'm sure
That's
not gonna help.
the realest thing you've said in years, Jesse.
No, I'm not lying.
Well, I'm sure not going to help it any. So, but I'll be back.
There we go. All right. There we go.
That was great. All right, I'll be back.
Oh, man. All right. So, okay.
Deuce.
Wait, is Deuce here? Hey, what's up, Deuce?
Yeah,
hey,
isn't
Peter, Shelley,
himself
James
for not getting himself a sponsor.
Burrows.
Way to go.
exactly? Yeah.
Yeah, Shelly's here. Andy's here. Everybody's here. That's nice. And if you are here and it's the first time that you're here, please go ahead and sign into the chat and talk to us. You can talk to us on either the Bleeding Burgundy podcast channel or the Bang Cartoon channel, whichever one you have come in
Join
on.
our Pick'em League. It's right here.
Do not text me and tell me that I blew right there, okay? I know I did, and I'm not really looking for bloopers of myself. All right, yeah, and while I got a second here, tinyurl.com/bbpickums. Go sign up. It's free. It's on CBS Sports Line. You probably use it already anyway. It's a pick'ems game. Just pick the fucking winners. No spreads. No nothing. You might win a prize. You might not win a prize. It's just for fun. And if you think you're smarter than Jesse, go right ahead. If you think you're smarter than Scott, you're probably right. He already made his pick.
I made my picks today. Excuse me.
All right. Well, you know, Scott's used to having his head up in the air because there he is as a member of the Flying Heart Lanies. So. All right. Okay. The intra-squad scrimmage. Jesse, you said you were not worried about the offense. I kind of pushed back. Scott, what do you got? What do you think of that?
A little bit worried just about wide receiver depth, but that's been addressed now. I think to try to bring more people into the squad.
Craycraft for Terry's position. You know, I mean,
Craycraft for Terry. Wow.
Craycraft sounds like the off-brand freaking crayon thing that your goddamn grandmother gives you on your birthday when you're like 7. Craycraft. Here you go. Color a wallet.
I think didn't he score a touchdown on us last
Yeah, he did against Sam Howell. I'm sure it was when Sam Howell was at quarterback. I'm pretty certain.
It was are you sure it wasn't Heineke? It might have been Howell.
It may have been. I'm not sure. I do remember him at Miami, so I know at least know who he was. And yeah, I'm not that bothered. It was into squad scrimmage. The defense is looking better. What gets me is if I look at that team and I think to myself, well, that was a top 10 offense last year. If the defense, which is the part that we know let us down, and they've played well and won by 14 points to 0 by all accounts, then yeah, if they're balling out, that's good for me. I'm happy with that.
I'm definitely encouraged by the defense. Mm-hmm. I'm really encouraged by the front. I'm encouraged by everybody. I like how the defensive line is shaping up. Kinlaw's a monster, man.
He's looking massive.
And Armstrong is starting to come on. He's starting to break through. I think Von Miller is working wonders, helping some of the younger guys out as well. And enough can't be said about our defensive back unit. I think there is a little bit of question about strong safety right now, but if that's the least of our worries,
they brought in a veteran. Daryl Worley is like an 8-year veteran in the league. They brought him in at safety. They cut Michael Strachan this week, which I was kind of disappointed with. I wanted to see him do something. They signed us some other squub. Wow. I would feel bad about that, but I was watching the 1 Point Safety show last night, and Scouse did say wide receiver, and I did not.
He did. I remember him saying that the wide receiver.
The wide receiver. I didn't clip it and bring it in, but I'll pick on it anyway. And by the way, for all of everybody thinks I pick on Scouse too much. Scouse was the first person this morning to wish me happy birthday. Thank you, brother.
He was.
He was. I had to go wake my wife up for her to tell me, but Scouse told me. Anyway, these intra-squad scrimmages, I really don't put too much stock in. What happened there? I missed something. Now you're busted.
Tom.
Icon in the lower right. It's like a speaker.
We can hear you, Tom.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh,
all right. There you are.
We got you.
You got someone from our chat just called you out. If you read the comments.
Breaking news on Fox. Cowboys fan just seen stealing laptop from store. He's got his hat on now. Look, you're fine stealing a laptop. Just don't throw any fucking sandwiches. That'll get your ass in trouble. All right, so hey, man, welcome to the show, Tom. Now that you got yourself a real system here that will actually operate with this thing, it's good to see you.
You too.
Hey. I didn't even know about
Hopefully this will stay working.
So
it's a really nice laptop. I'm sure it'll be fine.
We were talking. Oh yeah, if you're on a Windows system, it'll be working. Okay, so we were talking about the Commanders' week of practice. They had an intra-squad scrimmage this week. Do you put any stock into those kinds of things when the Cowboys do them?
Inter-squad.
You mean when they're scrimmaging the team they're about to play in preseason?
No, they're playing themselves.
Themselves.
They're playing themselves. They're practicing.
It's hard. You know, they don't want to hurt each other, obviously.
Right.
But
it's like the
guys
game.
are also trying to make the team. I mean, that's kind of where you get hardened for the season. But it's also, I got to believe it's mentally just taxing, man. You're just so ready to hit somebody for real. You can't wait to get another team in there, you know.
Ours got called short for people getting in fights, from what I heard.
That's okay. I support that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm all
and what one thing, disappointing news that came out this week is our joint practice with the Ravens got called off.
Which makes sense.
Scheduling snafus. You would think they would have worked that out earlier in the year because, I mean, you got a game on Monday night and then a game on Saturday afternoon. Why even make the practice in the first place? So, and this practice was scheduled after the preseason schedule came out.
So now you're talking about practicing before they play the preseason game against each other.
The intra-squad.
Yeah. And to me, those are a bigger deal than the preseason games themselves. Yeah. Because they're going, the first string's running 80 snaps against them, and they're running full speed. I'm sure you guys have seen some of those videos.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing football.
We're used to getting pushed around in those things.
And you're starting quarterbacks out there. He's throwing the ball 35 times in one of those. And so to me, people are like, to say the quarterback needs to get on the field and throw the ball 7 times, take, half a dozen snaps, or he's not going to be ready to play when the season starts is just silly.
They're already throwing 300 passes in practice before the season.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Think about it. Lamar Jackson had the best season of his career last year. He never took a snap in preseason.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So, yeah, the fact a lot of fans that I've seen talking on social media have been putting a lot of stock into being able to play or to scrimmage against the Ravens in practice, and now that's gone. So that will be the third preseason game in which, really, in my opinion, honestly, if you don't have your 53 set by that, if you've got more than 1 or 2 spots that are even questioned, you got a problem.
What are you doing?
If you're playing in that third preseason game, you're likely not going to be making the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You've got job applications in for Tuesday already.
You're writing your job application out there on the field. Isn't that how it goes? Now, Scott Hartley, you played professional rugby, didn't you?
For a little while, yeah, I did.
Wow.
So did you guys? He did at a high level. When he says for a little while, he means like 20 minutes, and then they
until they said you're not good enough. Yeah, no, I was in the I was mainly in the reserves, to be fair. But yeah, I played at the highest level military wise, and then for the Falcons for 8 months. So yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Did you guys?
It's a very small percentage of people that get the chance to do that.
I'm just not big enough, Tom, as in height wise. So yeah, I was never going to make it because of the size. And then you look around in this 17, 18-year-old kids who are like from farming stock throwing bales of hay around and that, and I'm like, I'm 27. I don't want to do this. It's not good.
Since I'm the old guy, one of my favorite old NFL stories is seriously Bronco Nagurski. Anybody ever heard of Bronco Nagurski?
Yep.
Tom knows who he is. Max should know who he is. He was raised right. Bronco Nagurski is
Keith is no longer on the show anymore. We know who these players are.
Jump together, everybody.
He got his contract because a couple of Bears scouts were out riding around the countryside, and they stopped and asked him. He was plowing a field. They asked him directions, and he picked up the plow and pointed with it. And they said, "Wait a minute, let's talk." So there you go. There's my old guy moment of the minute, I guess. All right. So after the scrimmage, so far, I think, in my opinion, the good news at camp is really no serious injuries, no injuries whatsoever. Basically,
there's been a few, but it's been nothing big.
Nothing big whatsoever.
To be like uber concerned about. I mean, we can be concerned about Noah Brown. The leg injury from Brandon Coleman is a little tickle, but I think that's more of a hey, let's get him right before the beginning of the season, before we bring him out there and worse than that, because I think it's the same injury he had last year at this time too. So
okay, all right. So
what's going on with Noah Brown?
Well, he hurt his leg in OTAs, and then they had.
Yeah, I think it's more or less they're trying to bubble wrap him for the season because he's going to be one of those players that it's either going to be hit or miss throughout the season. And
Man, I loved him as a Buckeye. We had him in Dallas before you guys, and
I love him on this team. John doesn't like him for some reason,
and I'm still a fan of his.
Yeah,
it's not that I'm not a fan of his, but let's face it, we picked him up less than a year ago. Less than a year ago, right? We're August 15th, so less than a year ago we picked him up. So he's on the market at that time for some reason, and I mean he made some plays for us. We were all at the Giants game in week 1, and we were watching that game. And he made the big play in the fourth quarter that got us down for our 7th field goal to go ahead and beat those stinking hated Giants. But after that, okay, yeah, you're good at drawing the freaking pass interference.
That's just as good as a reception
It is,
in my opinion.
It is obviously, really obviously it is because you get the ball there.
He's been famous his whole career for showing up to make a big play for you in the fourth quarter. He did it in Dallas. He did it at Ohio State, and he's just
he did it in Houston. That's why they got the number 1 pick.
and he was also the one receiver that had the most separation out of all of our receivers last year too.
But the play he got hurt on, he did drop the ball.
He did.
Well, see, that's where I come in with this because he did to me, and I talk about this with fans a lot, and they always say what drops, and I'm like, don't you remember? Now, granted, I'm going to say that word. Granted, when Jaden had his rib problem, that's when he was dropping balls. Scott, you're nodding your head. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep, I do. Yeah.
He had like 6 drops that were critical, in my opinion,
but he only had 2 accredited to him.
I know. Well, Tom, you and I know that. We don't. The fucking drop stat is the most ridiculous thing in the world. What qualifies as a drop? I saw it hit his hands and then it hit the ground. Right? Isn't that what it should be?
Yeah, I agree. It's it's one of those. It's a stat like
sack avoidance or interception avoidance.
Interception stat for a quarterback. How many interceptions they throw? I always felt like the ones that were deflected.
Yes,
and then
shouldn't be counted.
Would not count towards the quarterback's interceptions.
See, my version of this is I hate the tackle stat. For me, a meaningful tackle, because if it's a tackle 30 yards downfield counts the same as 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. What is the meaning of the tackle?
All right, wait a minute. What's this here? Red Zone on the left. By the way, Deuce, welcome, and meet our good friend Tom. Tom, this is Deuce. I'm sure one day we will all get together and shake hands. My like button is not working. Can y'all try, please? I don't know. What's up with Deuce's like button? You know what? That's what I would say if I'm like, you guys are okay, but my like button's not working.
He's trying to get other people to hit like for you, Dad.
I know. Thank you, Deuce. He's a good guy.
He doesn't have a sponsor, does he, though? That's the thing.
No, he doesn't have a sponsor. He is not sponsored by Bragg's red cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar.
Neither are we. I tell you what, man, I was so happy. I saw him got
other cider vinegars are available. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Deuce is a fellow Commanders podcaster, content creator. This dude is top shot. And I tell you, as a bang, we would have had him on. We would have had his videos on for sure.
I thought I saw him in one of the clips you sent me.
Oh my goodness, he's too much
probably
fun.
was, yeah.
But he doesn't have a sponsor, and I was pretty proud to go look in my cabinet and realize that's what I have in there. My wife is already on top of that, so good taste in this house. Let's see here. Let's put up some of these things. If anyone asks about the war Jessy will walk, what war are we talking about?
Oh,
he's not about me.
Scott.
Were you guys arguing the Americans and the British again?
No, he's on about
Jesus Christ, we've been there, right?
Yeah.
I have a whole song. I have a whole song by a great band called The Masters of Reality, in fact, that is all about how to make a cup of tea. And I'll play it for you one day, except we won't be able to be on YouTube if I do.
It'll be wrong, but anyway.
All right, let's see. Andy also says, want to learn to shave your balls, get a podcast.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for Manscaper to come along, but they haven't really helped us. Nobody's helped us. Tom, are you here to sponsor us?
No, not me.
Do you have some sort of amazing tool to help you, men like sculpt?
Men
we're going to sculpt our armpit hair and so it looks like a fucking goose or something. I don't know.
we still have the Bet US sponsorship.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
We do,
yeah.
Oh, did you get Bet
Tom, we've been down that road.
Bet US.
I still get emails from them all the time.
Bet US. Sorry, hold on. Time out. Max, that helicopter's just now going up.
Just now?
Just now. Sorry, there was an accident nearby my house, and I watched the helicopter come down behind the trees over an hour ago, and it's just now going up. Anyway, so bringing down the show there, let's see. Shelley says she was just worried about Brown's health throughout the season, and I agree. I think they just took him away. They said, Noah Brown, we've got to put you in bubble wrap. Noah Brown, my problem with him is, now granted, he had a lacerated kidney last year, which happens, and as soon as he landed on the ball, I kind of knew.
Yeah, that was
rough. And they heal unless you are Chris Sims.
Or unless you're Andrew Luck.
Yeah, and then I always liked it with Chris Sims because he's a gutless bastard. He is what his father is. All right, so let's see. Let me look at our outline and see where we are. All right, so we got the. Sorry, you know how this is. I'm the world's worst podcast. This is kind of fun I can do here. We got the
podcast host, game show host, man. You guys got to put John in the corner and just let him chime in. That's what you got to do with John.
We tried that.
I know, they tried that earlier on in the show, except it's so hard to chime in. And I'm sorry if he's listening right now, but when a dude is nothing but fucking straightforward to the end, let me talk for 20 minutes about the same thing, it's hard to find a moment to jump in. It's like talking to Colin Cowherd.
Are we talking about Colin Cowherd now?
No, well, that's exactly right. That too.
Yeah. For the record, Tom, the record has still not been broken. It's still 144 seconds.
It never will. You wouldn't even even break the record if I was playing the audio for him on the podcast.
I just can't take him. He does. And for any of you people out there that do listen to Colin Cowherd, understand that what you're listening to is a 4-hour program in which he has about 20 minutes worth of content. And he says the same thing again and again and again and again, which means for every hour of content you're listening to, you get about, 4 minutes of actual stuff because he just repeats himself. Right. He retopics and repeats himself the whole way. And then he has somebody behind him like Tom right there that goes, well, that's what he does. And then I can start all over again if I'm him. That's how he happy.
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, Colin said Dallas is only going to win 5 to 7 games this year, so.
We don't care what Colin
says. That guy, he's never said a thing wrong in his life.
Why? Because he never finally finishes the sentence so that when it finally happens, the Super Bowl happens, he goes, I wasn't finished. I did pick the Eagles.
It's hard. It's hard. I know we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but as far as what Colin Cowherd said about the Cowboys, it's hard to judge what they're going to be this year.
Because the real thing is going to be if 11 plays.
Well,
yeah.
Are we up to that?
Yeah, we might as well. Tom likes that structure. We can.
I'm
on
looking at the outline at the moment, of course, and I knew
that's the thing about this show. And for all of you that are out there, because I see there's a good number of people in here right now, and I'm glad to see. And if you're over there listening to us and watching us over on social media somewhere, please come on into YouTube. I know there's a lot of Bang Radio Hour listeners that are over there right now looking at this on some social media thing because I posted it up on a bunch of them. So come on over here into YouTube and you can talk with us right here and now. We won't answer you, but Scott will. Right? That's pretty good. He's the International Fan of the Year, and he's polite. So
that's great, man. I heard you told me about that. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah, really? Okay, cool. Yeah, Scott he is our claim to fame. That's why we have him on the show. He is the record holder for a number of guest appearances in a row, which I think is set at 672 until like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he's now currently at 2.
Yeah.
Currently at 4, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, now he's at 4. Way to go, Scott. All right, well, we were talking about the Cowboys real quick. Go ahead, Tom. You were saying something about and I think Jessy was starting us off there.
Go ahead.
He's got something in his mouth.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Well, we won't finish last in the division. I don't think. It's nothing but doom and gloom from the national media. Most are predicting 6 to 9 wins, and that's fine. And like I said, your favorite guy, Colin, said 5 to 7.
It took him an hour to say it too, didn't it?
Being a Cowboys fan these days is kind of like being a Trump fan. You know, you love them or you hate them. There's really no in between, and the media just tears them apart.
People throw shit at you on the street.
Yeah, throwing subs at you. You know, but the way they beat up on Dak so much, and I don't know, maybe you guys do too. I don't know. Is just strange to me. I mean, over the past few years, at least the seasons he didn't get hurt. You know, I'm sure you guys remember cheering and laughing a few years ago when he was sitting on the field holding his leg and his ankle. His foot was dangling by the skin.
Oh yeah,
it was.
Yeah, I mean, I was laughing. I thought that.
I know you were, John, because you always.
Yeah, John is
I hate when guys get hurt.
I do too.
John will yell, "Break his neck! Kill him!" He doesn't care.
It's a game of attrition. The quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard.
We want to see the best football games, right? And you got to have the best players on the field to get the best games. So I hate when guys get hurt.
When we're playing the Eagles, you know, if someone pulls a groin, I'm pretty okay with that. You know, like
I was laughing at an Eagles fan in the stadium when Jalen Hurts
get knocked out of the game. I'm good with that. But I'm not going to cheer on an injury, especially a devastating one, something that's going to put him out for the whole entire season. That's just I don't care what jersey you have on this.
I hate that.
Now, Scott, when you were playing rugby and you got knocked out with your knee all twisted up into spaghetti, did anybody cheer? Was people laughing and shit?
Pretty much, yeah. it just ballooned up, and they went, "Here you go, lads. Put some."
That's how he met his wife.
No, not at all. Wow.
Look at your knee. All right.
Look at the state.
Hey, dude, you told everybody I was 70 today.
That's true. I did actually. Kind of deserved that.
I guess I did. All right, we were talking about something there that I threw to
the Cowboys.
I know we were. I can't remember.
I mean, when you look at the numbers, Dak, like I said, when he outside of the 2 years he was hurt, 4,400 yards, 37 touchdowns, 4,900 yards, 30 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns. That was the year before last. He got hurt last year. You know, and the last time at the end of that year, they lost to the Packers in the playoffs. But Dak didn't give up 49 points to the Packers. You know,
but Dak did give up 12 because of those 2 pick sixes that game.
Yeah, he threw a couple of picks. By the way,
the question is though, how many yards does Dak have in the championship game against, say, Tress Way?
0.
Yeah.
Bow! He's taking shots. That's how you take it from the English.
Regardless of all that, you know, I hear it all the time. Dak can't win the Super Bowl. He can't win the Super Bowl, and you know what?
The playoffs.
He may never win
$60 million for a bum. Anyway,
he may never win a Super Bowl. Most quarterbacks don't.
And I think you can blame that on Jerry more than you can blame that on Dak.
Absolutely.
In the
Scott
Super Bowl
is the hooligan of the podcast.
In the Super Bowl era, there have been 820 quarterbacks in the NFL.
Right.
34 of them won Super Bowls. 34.
True.
That's 4% of all quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl. So the odds are Dak won't. Where's Josh Allen's ring? Where's Lamar Jackson's ring? Where's Joe Burrow's ring? You know, it's hard to do, man. Only one team can win the Super Bowl. And
I will say this. Brady throws that a little bit. Brady won a lot.
7.
He's 7.
Right. So
Bradshaw won 4. Aikman won 3. Elway won a pair. You know, there's several other guys.
Right, but you know,
I think Eli Manning each won a pair.
I see. Okay, now that brings up another question, just real quick. Eli Manning, Hall of Fame? Yay? Nay?
Yes.
Okay. He will get in because he's got 2 rings and his last name's Manning.
That's it. But the fucking fact of the matter is, for all you people out there in podcast land,
got 2 rings.
If the only claim to fame to your 2 rings has to have another man's name attached to it, he beat Brady, then it's not your story. He's a 500 quarterback.
You could say they won in spite of Eli those 2 games.
Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. We're going to put him.
He ain't going to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, come on now.
I mean,
that's the thing. Why the quarterback's?
But he only won 1.
It's judged on whether he won a ring or not.
Only won 1. If there was ever anybody out there who looked at the schedule and went, Eli Manning, trust me, it is this fucking guy.
Wait, was that AI? That's not real.
That's real.
No way, that's not a real person. He's got to have
I'm going to introduce you to my friend right here to the right of me, who has the weirdest feed in social media history and sends me videos.
I find some crazy shit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Some whacked out shit on my feed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you A, like the New York Giants, and B, drink when you're pregnant.
Okay, now it got disturbing. It was just disturbing.
Now, keep in mind, Jesse will say that to you at 4:00 in the morning, saying, "Guys, look at this."
Oh,
and I'm like, "It's lunchtime, Jesse. We stop, please."
One thing is that we're on that WhatsApp thing, right? And we're all chatting on WhatsApp. And if you're on there, we'd be glad to bring you in because Jesse will post up some stuff and it's blurred, so you click on it to see what it is, and you go, "Oh my god." Saves to your fucking gallery. So here I am at work, and I've got work pictures that I need to show somebody. I'm like, here, and there's a woman with a tattoo of a blowjob on her arm. Thank you.
Gotcha.
That's why you don't give it.
You can move.
I've won that more often than you know. All right. Go ahead.
I mean, just like every team in the league, you got to have some luck in the injuries.
Absolutely.
You got to have some luck staying healthy. I mean, look at God. Look what happened to Detroit last year.
Yeah.
We beat the shit out of them in the freaking divisional round of the playoffs. That's what happened.
I think that's
injuries, the month of December. That just the Eagles game alone, they lost.
They lost. I think 13 starters going into the playoffs.
They lost 8,
and then they lost even more during the playoffs.
Yeah, they did.
And then Rakestraw just got hurt again.
Like with us last year.
Rakestraw?
Oh, really?
We were
down for the year.
Rakestraw is his name?
Rakestraw.
Yeah, he's a guard.
You should have known that when you fucking picked him.
Corner. He's a corner. He's out for the year.
Michael Glass. Right, I'm gonna pick Jim.
Well, and that goes opposite with us. We were very, very healthy last year.
We were, and that's
most teams in the playoffs are.
Right.
So
and injuries are the intangibles that nobody can predict, but are one of the biggest factors that lead down the stretch, especially injuries. You stay healthy, you get in there. Occasionally,
they're just bad luck. I hear people say, "Oh, this guy's injury prone." They're just bad luck that can happen to any player on any play in the game or practice, untouched, anytime.
Look what happened to the Ravens corner. The guy whose leg got flipped all side. He just jumped.
Yeah,
he just jumped in the air and his leg turned sideways.
Injuries are the worst part of the game.
Question from one of our listeners and friend of the show, Shelly. How are you feeling about the Amika situation?
He's not going anywhere. This is, this is like Terry McLaurin. I want to trade. That's a negotiating tactic. Jerry's not going to trade him.
This is Jerry. Is this just Jerry putting his balls on the table and saying, I'm dealing with this my way?
Yeah, I don't think Mike is there. That's the difference. Kind of like Terry, and Terry's at camp, right?
Yeah. He's there.
Mike is too. Mike is there. So that's a big deal, that he's actually there. It's not like he's mad sitting home, whatever. And he's going to get paid. He's going to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. And I would honestly expect it to happen within the next 7 to 10 days.
See,
it doesn't. We're not going anywhere without him. I'm telling you, none of the defense is going to work without him.
That's fair.
Yeah, no,
I heard yesterday that there is a serious offer on the table from the Packers. Whether Jerry takes it or not, you think he'll be tempted? That's how he built the Cowboys in the first dynasty run. That's how you built him. You traded Herschel Walker, which nobody thought you'd do, and all of a sudden that was the biggest trade, and still is the biggest.
It would have to be 3 first rounders and then some.
Yeah.
That's what that was. But do you
I mean,
still
that
do
was the
kind of
Herschel
thing?
Walker trade. Like,
It was huge. And then there was other players that ended up going to San Diego that brought more things in. It was an unbelievable trade, and it won them 3 Super Bowls. So, I mean, I wonder what the Packers' offer is.
It would have to be off the charts.
You can only trade away now 3 years of draft picks.
Yeah.
Okay. So it would have to be at least 3 first and probably a second and a couple thirds. And
you probably would have to throw a player in
because
equal caliber.
Because I don't know if the Packers have that. Because Tom's right. If the Cowboys want to turn it around, from what they did last year, Mike has got to be on the fucking field.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you talk about the defense, their big thing, I think, over the last couple of years has been taking away the ball, right? And if you don't rush that passer, you're not getting those interceptions, right? Which is now, Tom, I'm going to.
I don't think it helps that Quinn or Joe Witt's not there either because they were big parts.
I how many times did I tell you, John? I would have rather they kept made Quinn the head coach when they fired Mike the year before.
Well, now you got Brian Schottenheimer. How you feel about Brian Schottenheimer?
I don't.
I don't think anybody does. He's just there.
He's just there.
He's a puppet for Jerry, isn't he? That's what he's there.
It's a weird fucking hire.
He's doing the Nick
It's a weird
Sirianni
coach,
basically.
and it just
I mean, he's
doesn't
got the
fit with the
pedigree.
Cowboys.
His father was an excellent coach, even if he couldn't.
Yeah, but you know what his father couldn't do?
Win
His
in the
father
playoffs.
his father couldn't make the dumb decisions in the playoffs.
Well, yeah. Well, he did make the one dumb decision where he fucking threw that flag on the field where everybody and their mother could see that was a fumble. God dang it! Anyway.
There's a gleam.
Yeah,
There's a gleam, man. There's a gleam.
I don't know what to expect, man. I mean, it's just going to be different. Who knows? I don't see Dallas as a Super Bowl caliber team yet. I mean, some young guys would really have to break out, especially at running back. And believe me, nobody's excited about Javonte Williams. Nobody.
No.
What about the rookie?
Jaden Blue.
I do have big hope for Jaden Blue. I remember watching him play my Buckeyes in the playoffs, and he was the only player that did anything against us in that game.
Miles Sanders is the other running back, isn't it?
Yeah,
Miles Sanders
nobody's
is
excited about him either.
Well, Tom, if you look at the bottom of your shoe real quick, you'll see Deuce Vaughn stuck there. So
I love Deuce Vaughn because every time he gets
the ball, ran against us
9 yards.
He did. He had a hell of a game against us.
They need to use him like Darren Sproles was used.
Tom, I got another question about Schottenheimer. Do you think that hire, because it's not a Cowboys hire, it's unlike Jerry. Do you think it was kind of a desperation hire because Jerry could not get anybody else?
They waited for a week to fire McCarthy too. Remember that part?
Yeah.
Well, that's because McCarthy couldn't park his car. I mean, his eyes go this way and that way. The motherfucker's always trying.
That's true. One eye's at the shop, the other one's getting the change, John, isn't it?
I don't believe in they couldn't get somebody else because Jerry will spend money, and it's the Dallas Cowboys. Believe me, there are good coaches that would love that job. I don't care what the media says.
I don't know. It just seems like Jerry was medals and everything, man. And
Mike was a Super Bowl champion coach.
True.
I mean, it's not like he was some.
True, but he was kind of desperate for a job too, wasn't he?
Well, he took a year off. He said he was going to do that. Yeah. And then he said he'd start looking, and then had to open up, and it just fell together. But I don't know about Schottenheimer. I don't know anything really about what he'll be like as a head coach. One thing I've said for years, ever since Bill Parcells left Dallas, there's a lack of discipline, a lack of focus, boneheaded penalty. They're top 3 penalized team every single year. That's on the coach.
Yeah.
Jaden Blue.
Oh,
what are you saying? What is that music?
Exactly. This is the music that Jerry puts on when they're on the practice field,
right?
Because he's measuring people up.
Look at the Cowboys.
He's got that tape measure.
Look at that. That's 9 inches right there. That's 9 inches.
The guys are all going into their prime. They're in their 3rd and 4th years, with the exception of Booker, who's a rookie, but he was the best offensive guard in the draft from Bama, and I love him. I got you.
So I was going to talk to you about the draft there, Tom. I think your first 3 picks are pretty decent, to be honest with you. In Booker, Ezraku, and Ravel. I think they're very, very good picks. All 3 of them, I think, are pretty much solid starters. What you get out of Ravel, I'm not sure, but very highly rated. The other 2, I think, are going to do very, very well for you. Booker, not 100% certain, but we'll see. Was it a reach at 12? I don't know.
Zach Martin retired in that spot.
Yeah, I get that.
And he was the best guard in the draft, and he would not have made it many more picks, so I was fine with it.
Well, you suffered an injury.
I'll be honest with you. He's not as big as you think he is when he's next to you, because he was literally 2 meters from me, and he's not as big as a guard as I thought a guard should be.
Yeah. At the draft, you're talking about.
I can tell you that Megan loves his turtles, so therefore, in this house, he's a success.
So the Cowboys suffered an injury at guard. Isn't that right?
Yeah, Zach Martin retired.
Okay, no. I thought they just suffered. I thought there was an injury the other day, and I know there was.
Tyler got dinged
No,
up.
that was the Eagles.
I know the Eagles guy got hurt, and they're going to shave his meniscus. You know what that does? That makes you 40 before you're 25. That's what that does. All right,
Landon Dickinson.
Sorry,
I was disappointed when the Cowboys drafted Ezraku, just because a lot of us.
I kind of wanted him. Yeah.
So, all right, let me go with this real quick. Go ahead, Tom. I'm going to pull this.
I was just going to say, when it comes to the draft, honestly, people say, "Well, what did you think of this draft?" Just like, ask me in 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, you're not going to know shit until 3 years down the road.
Right.
Well, some guys jump out. I mean, look, Jaden Daniels.
That's true.
You guys got a real quarterback now, man. I mean, legit.
As long as he stays healthy.
Say that with about anybody. We didn't take this guy. I swear to God, when he hits the guy in the back with the foot, that is... How bad can you...
Yam, thanks for being with us.
Oh my God, that was great.
I tell you what, man.
Caleb Williams,
He was so mad.
He was. It's John did a good job of editing that video with the laughter behind it, because it sounds real.
That was the crowd. I can't help you. You can hear them laughing with a Chicago accent. They're all like, "Hey,
dream on, Shelly. Dream on."
Tom,
it's nice to dream. Man, could you imagine Michael on this team?
It would be an expensive contract, man. Jessy.
Shelly, you must explain this. Jerry doing deals on napkins. I'm not quite
this
sure
stuff with
about
Micah
that.
Parsons. Did you not hear this?
It was something that he hastily wrote to say,
Dad,
"Hey,
wait.
why don't you and your friend meet?"
This happened.
No. This happened.
What?
This happened.
Him and Micah Parsons were negotiating in like March, and they apparently had a contract on a napkin written out that Parsons didn't want to sign.
Be right back.
Jerry dropped his freaking drink on it, and
It's kind of similar to how they bought the Cowboys.
Remember when they released Terrell Owens and they wrote all over the tablecloth in the restaurant? He made the line. He goes, "Here's you, and here's us."
Let's see here. No shout out needed, but I appreciate y'all. It's only one game in the BLAC, but against the Bears, and I'm 100% for that. All right. Nice to see you, Yam. I have no idea what you're talking about, but hey.
The uniforms, Dad.
What's the BLAC?
It's the black uniforms.
The black uniform.
Oh.
All right, so all right, we might as well. We'll go to the fashion scene. All right, so we're playing 11 games this year in white. I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you know what we want Super Bowl?
We were talking about this. We were talking about this yesterday, and it is. I looked into this because you were in the chat yesterday, Jessy, with us, and it is a European thing and a soccer thing that you have a dedicated home. That is your home uniform, and this is your away uniform. Now, if it was me, and from my perspective, when I want to see the team, I'm expecting us to play in burgundy and gold at home. And the other team in other sports is normally forced to wear their what is alternate uniform. Why are we playing in white all the time? And I hate the white uniform. It sucks.
Well, I hate the white that has the new white. I don't like that. The
yeah.
old white when we won Super Bowls, I like.
Agreed.
The majority of the white games are road games.
Right.
The only one that's home is the Week 1 game.
There you go.
See, we dictate, and I think they do it. They're wearing the white because it's still going to be pretty warm that week.
Fair enough.
I would assume. But the home team, no matter what team you are, the home team dictates the jersey color. So home team decide they have to do this before in the beginning of the season, so the other teams can prepare because they can't have a color clash. So,
Why do you hate white, Scott?
I just don't rate the white uniform that we have at the minute because it just looks too much like a bit of mix between the Cardinals and the Falcons uniforms. They're pretty much very, very similar. I just don't like the colour scheme that's with them at the moment. The Super Bowl era ones that are coming back, they look pretty cool.
I mean, the only good ones besides our new Super Bowl era ones that we have are the black uniforms.
Jerseys.
The other two suck. They're awful. I like the white better than the burgundy, to be honest with you.
Because it's not burgundy, honestly. It's never been quite our color the way I look at it.
It looks funky, and then with the gold pants, it looks like fucking French fries and ketchup. Looks like they're fucking French fries running around.
I don't care if the Cowboys wear pink polka dots as long as they win.
I'm with you on that.
Unfortunately, our fan base doesn't quite agree with that. They have to look good. They have to do it the way that these people exactly well want it. Now, we were talking about the Cowboys a minute, and we do have an interesting piece of audio here of Denzel Washington. Now, I had told you guys, all right, now some of you guys that are here with us for the first time or remember the Bang Radio Hour, Tom, I love you, brother. You would bring to us the most ridiculous off-the-wall things that I didn't have access to, would have never found, didn't hear. And we used to have an agreement, John, you can't read the news from like Sunday on. Don't read the news, and it worked out perfectly. And this I had no idea of. So this is Denzel Washington talking about the Cowboys.
I've been a Cowboy fan since the 60s. He's making it hard for me. Not to be a fan, because I'm still a Cowboy fan. I'm still going to have the star on the side of the hat. But he ain't thinking about us. He's thinking about his pocket.
Okay. I mean,
says
it all.
Get Jerry Jones on the phone. Get him on the phone. What does he say? You tell me. What does he say?
He says that
he's getting rich.
My Cowboys, we're the most successful brand in sports.
You mean in terms of what? Championship?
No, of course he can't say championship. He's talking about recognition, notoriety, dollars and cents.
In sports?
But in the end,
more than the Yankees?
You haven't been in an NFC championship game or a Super Bowl in 30 years. 30 years, okay? And for some reason, he's just stubborn, man. And then you got his son sitting there talking about Michael Parsons like, hey, he got to want to sign the contract. What? Makes no sense, guys. But you know this.
There's box office and there's Oscars. Jerry, been a while, huh? You ain't been to the show. You wouldn't know.
I love that line at the end right there.
Fire. That was fire right there.
That was beautiful. And, it's funny because I said I had no idea this even existed, and it's Stephen A. Smith, which is like, the fourth most famous person in America, the fourth most overexposed person in America. He's going to run for fucking president. Tom, can you believe? He's going to be sitting in the goddamn Oval Office going, but. But stop it. You want to have a nuclear war? But stop it. The phone we have with Steve. I called Putin on the phone. I said, oh my God. All right. So Denzel calling out Jerry. Tom, you have any comments on that?
He's fucking right.
What is he right about? That all Jerry cares about is money in his
dollars
pocket?
and cents, man. Dollars and cents.
He actually said it out of his own mouth. He said it's an entertainment business, and we are entertainment. We are the Dallas Cowboys. We need to. When you don't hear about the Dallas Cowboys, that's not entertaining. So he is all out there for that. That's why you signed these players later, costing you more money, costing him more money. But he's right in some ways because the Cowboys is been. Forbes has put the list out of what's the most expensive teams to buy, and it's $12.9 billion.
He's always been up there at the top, yeah.
And he would, and as he has said time and time again, it would be obscene the check that he would write if it would guarantee him a Super Bowl.
He just hasn't done it with his players.
I swear to God, because I can't find the ones that I want to.
Man, it's funny. Every other team has injuries, like the Lions. Everybody gives an excuse because they have injuries. When injuries happen to Dallas, it's
the
Jerry's
thing about
fault.
Dallas is look at your running game and tell me how Rico Dowdle's a running back 1 in the NFL.
What about Rico Dowdle?
Is Rico Dowdle a running back 1?
He's not even on the team anymore.
He was.
Oh, what about? Okay, I guess I didn't understand you. I thought you said, "Is he running back 1?"
No, he was running back 1. He's not a running back 1 in the league anymore.
There's some decisions that he makes, or you would think it's clear from the layman's terms that he should make to make the team better, and he just doesn't. He also thinks he has all the fucking knowledge in the world, and he's not that. He doesn't rely. At least in our eyes, we're fans, we're stupid. It doesn't seem like he relies on anybody's, advice, counsel, but his own. And I think that's what's helped hold the Cowboys back for all these years.
Well, everybody calls him the general manager, but Steven is the general manager. I remember Jerry wanted to draft Johnny Manziel, and
because he asked a homeless person about
this offensive lineman named Zach Martin, and they took Zach Martin.
He said he asked a homeless guy about it. I think you should draft that Johnny Football there, Jerry.
But I don't know. Everybody likes to say that. I mean, that's what I hear the media say all the time. What you just said, Jesse, but I'm not there. I don't know if that's true.
Well, let's call him up and ask him. Tom,
why not?
It's been forever since you talked to Jerry, I would assume.
Hold on. Before we do that, real quick,
a couple
questions real quick
Okay.
About things people hate. One is the Cowboys. I don't understand why. I mean, I get it in the 90s, just like the Patriots during their run.
It's before that.
I get it. But why now? It seems like everybody hates the Cowboys. You can be a fan of the Cardinals or a fan of the Jets.
You know why?
They hate the Cowboys. What is there to hate? They haven't won anything in 30 years. I don't get the hate.
Because they're still on television.
It's the delusion of the fan base at the same time as they always say we're going to win it and right now it's happening everywhere you look.
That's most fans, or a lot of them.
Not a lot of them. I'm not going to tar. You can't tar everybody with the same brush. I understand that, but
I got a Jets fan.
We're going to win this. We're going to do this.
This year.
You got a what?
Probably
Jets fan.
A sex fan?
I think
Jets, New York.
I was going to say.
I can't say for everywhere, but at least around here, Cowboys fans are one of the most obnoxious fans.
Well, around here,
because we have a lot of Cowboys fans around here.
Sure, everybody does.
But I will say this: in the 90s, I despised the Cowboys.
Well, yeah,
the Cowboys more than anything in my entire life,
and they beat us like 10 in a row. Right?
It's
a lot.
Yeah,
I don't have that hate anymore. I hate the Eagles. I hate the Eagles.
Yeah, right. I'm with you.
Now more than any other team in the NFL.
Well, then we have something in common, Jesse.
Tom, my primary issue with Dallas is even when they're not having a good season, they still get the primetime games, and there's other games I want to watch at a national level other than.
Tired of seeing them on TV all the damn time.
Well, that's up to the networks.
Right, but I can blame the Cowboys too. It's a lot more.
But that feeds into it, though. All
right,
if it does feed into it.
Old guy second here. When the NFL with Pete Rozelle was really pushing into the boundaries of television and making themselves the biggest brand in sports television that there is and probably has ever been, the Cowboys and the Steelers were winning Super Bowls, and that's why you see more fans of them all around the country. Tom's been to Dallas one time. I'm only going to lie. All right, I'm going to fool with you. But that's the way it is. So that's why you see so many fans of them, and that's why they get those games, because they know that they're going to get an audience.
Yeah.
Period. And it's all about that. Now I'm going to play this real quick because we're kind of running a bit long, and we still got a lot to do. And Tom, I hope you're willing to stick with us, because I know how it was with our show. If we went over an hour, man, I got
good.
Banged in the head. All right, good. Enjoy yourself. So we do have this. All right, listen here.
This here is Skeeter Millett.
Hey, this here Dwayne Millett.
We's taking over this here podcast to remind all y'all out there that the goddamn Dallas Cowboys is the greatest football team that God ever put on this here.
Hell yeah, Skeeter. You just know God's a Cowboy fan.
Oh, hell yeah he is, Dwayne. And that means the Dallas Cowboys is going to win the Super Bowl, baby. Woo!
Hang on. Hang on. Stop, Skeeter. Stop. Look, if God likes the Dallas Cowboys so much, how come we can't win no goddamn playoffs?
God damn it, Dwayne. Why you always got to go asking stupid questions?
I'm just saying, Skeeter. You think God likes watching Dak shit himself in the playoffs? I know I
God damn it, Dwayne. I ain't gonna hear none of this here blasphemy, and now you best just shut your mouth and tell everybody that the Cowboys is gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Fine. All right. The Dallas Cowboys is gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Woo! You got that right, Dwayne. The Dallas Cowboys is winning the Super Bowl. Woo!
But they probably ain't.
God damn it, Dwayne.
There you go. Skeeter and Dwayne checking in on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast.
I have not heard them in a while.
I'll tell you what, I tried to animate that. I just didn't have time. Go ahead, Tom.
Back to another hate question. I don't understand why everybody hates Taylor Swift. I'm not a fan of her music. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan.
No, I don't. I
care less about music. But I hear people say, I don't want to see her on TV. I want to see the game. Nobody missed a single snap, a single play. They were never showing her while a play was happening. What, do we need to see more of Joe Buck's hair plugs? I mean,
there
seriously.
you go. It's true.
Tom, you're and it was the same thing with Jessica Simpson.
Tom, honest to God, we've talked about Joe Buck and his hair plug addiction before. If you walked up on Joe Buck, wouldn't you want to look at him like you were looking at a corpse in a funeral? Oh, he looks so natural. Look at him when they show him on TV. That dude looks like he has been made up for a funeral.
I'll be honest. I want to see more of her. I think she looks good.
I think it's fun. It's fun.
Show her some more. Yeah, I don't get the hate either. It's just stupid. It's stupid.
The fact of the matter is, I couldn't tell you two songs. All right, you know me, Tom. I wouldn't know freaking pop music. But Max has a good time sitting here trying to test me to see if I know this or that, and I know enough. But I couldn't tell you two Taylor Swift songs, and I'm happy with that. I couldn't give a fuck, but I recognize the woman's got some power, serious power. She's the most powerful.
She just went on
right now
in the music industry. Yes. So if you're the NFL and all of a sudden she's dating one of the goddamn guys on your motherfucking Super Bowl team every year, yes, you're going to run with that. That is, Jesus Christ, look how many people they bring in. They have women that'll just say, oh my God, Taylor said I should watch the Chiefs.
Did you see how many people were reviewing them?
Yeah, the Taylor Swift.
the Swifties are insane.
Yeah, the Swifties
are nuts.
At one point, they had 1.2 million viewers.
What did?
The New Heights podcast when she was just on there.
That was just when it was live.
Right.
In 20 hours, from the time it first aired, in 20 hours, 10 million hits.
That's crazy.
Good God.
So you're damn right. Damn right. The NFL should
now,
be
nobody
showing her
knows
as much
because
as
the
they
1
possibly
Point
can.
Safety Show had her on there, but there she is. So good to see you, Scouts. Love you, brother.
Hold on. I got to tell you this one thing, though.
Go ahead.
John didn't care about having any audio over, but I have to tell you one thing that Travis Kelce said when she revealed her new album.
Oh, her new album.
This is a direct quote from Travis Kelce. It's a lot more upbeat, and it's a lot more like fun pop, like excitement. And so I think it's a complete 180 from a lot of the songs on her Tortured Poets album for sure.
What? Now she's getting it regular and she likes it. I like that track number 4. I think it's called Anal Is My New Favorite. I think
Wowza.
Fucking great.
All right.
So I'm just having a look here, Tom. There's a website called Social Blade that you can go and look at that tells you exactly how much. Yeah, that tells you exactly how much they make per podcast, per download, all that sort of stuff. So when she was on, you're right. It had an increased traffic of 11.5 million. And then on that one time, she was 1.5 million, and they made 736 grand just off that show.
You fucking people out there are slacking. Seriously, the entertainment we give you is better than her. I mean, my tits aren't as good, but
mine are.
Yeah,
I'll get the moobs out, John, if it makes it get some more views.
That's all it takes.
Yes.
God damn. Max is having himself a problem here. Let's see here.
Attaboy.
We should ask Jerry about Taylor.
Yeah, let's call Jerry on the phone and ask her about him. Let's see here. Oh, wait, that's not me. That's not the way it's supposed to go. There we go. That's how it's supposed to go. And then I'm supposed to do this, and we're going to call him up. Let's call him up. That looks like a fucking clock, doesn't it? Hello. Oh, God dang it. I always answer it before it stops.
Jerry.
Hey there. How y'all doing today? Somebody called me up here. I'm just coming up from a nap.
Well, it's good to have you on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast again. You doing okay there, buddy?
I mean, I'm all right. You know, I'll tell you something. It's one thing to come out of a tequila haze. It's another thing to come out of a tequila haze to hear you. I mean, I don't mean to disparage anything, but I was expecting something a little more important, like Micah Parsons' agent or something like that.
Well, Jerry, we don't have that, but we got someone down there for you.
You're actually going to talk to him?
Micah Parsons' agent? I've been trying to talk to him. Look, I've been trying to talk to him, but I tell you, I keep leaving a message on his machine there, but he don't answer it. I don't know if I got the right number or not.
So we were just talking about old Tay-Tay. I know she's probably one of your favorite people in the world, Taylor Swift, and how the NFL is, zero ends on her, and a lot of fans give a lot of hate to Taylor.
Right.
But what do you think she brings to the game?
Well, she brings pussy, for God's sakes. What else do you think? I mean, God dang it, look at her ass, for Pete's sake. That's what I'm looking at whenever they talk to her. Even if she's up there behind the goddamn glass in the booth, I'm like, hey, them titties are just down underneath there a little bit, and I bet they look like this. So that's what it brings to the NFL. And not only that, but she's got a legion of fans, and most of them have titties. So that brings even more to the NFL, and I'm telling you. That makes it pretty goddamn good as far as Jerry's concerned.
Fucking Jerry. All right. Well, other than the titties, do you think it's good for the NFL? Showing her on screen so much.
Oh, absolutely. Because then everybody sitting at home has the chance to think about her titties. And that right there keeps viewers glued to the screen. I mean, let's think about it. You can say all you want, aside from the titties. But the fact of the matter is there ain't no aside from the titties. And you got to think about the marketing.
Christ, John. Did you get a chance to hear what Denzel said about the Cowboys?
I did. I heard what Denzel had to say. And, all I'm going to say about this is, look, Denzel, I understand your frustration. Imagine myself. I've been to the movies. I've seen your films. You play the same goddamn character in every fucking one of them. And you're going to talk to me about what I should do with the football team? Here's an idea. Do something different. Am I wrong about this? Am I thinking outside the box?
Jerry, you got a lot of money. You must be right on, pretty much everything that you do. I got one more question before I
sound like a good American there. That's how it works.
Before I turn it over to some of my co-hosts, John Gruden just won an appeal.
He did.
His defamation lawsuit. Are you worried that Dan Snyder might be dragged out of hiding? To talk about his roles in leaking the emails and would it be nice to see Tanya again?
Well, I'll tell you, anybody in their right mind would like to see Tanya again. I like to. I've had a dream about her butthole for the longest time, And I would certainly like to touch it and tickle it a little bit. But in terms of Dan leaking things, you've talked to me before about this. When Dan used to visit my ship, I'd have to put goddamn rubber sheets down. That man had a goddamn fetish problem. So him leaking things is nothing new to me. And if John Gruden wants to go in goddamn open court and talk all of his shit, go right ahead, stupid. This is what we call opening your mouth and sticking your foot in. And you better hope your foot gets in before the other words that you want to say come out. You got to be smart about things. That's what I'm saying to you. That's how you make the money. Here he is. He's on Barstool, for fuck's sake. The man was coaching in the Super Bowl. Now he's on goddamn Barstool. You see what saying those words will do for you? Jesus Christ. You got to be smart about things. You got to sit there with Jamie Foxx in a box and talk about their dicks. That's how you get the goddamn attention off of what you're actually thinking.
I remember that.
We've been through this before.
Hey, Jerry.
Oh, my God. I have heard that voice before. Say that
You
again.
recognize my voice?
Is that Tom?
From the Bang Radio Hour.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
God, this is somebody I haven't heard from in a long time. Listen, I feel like Tom Hanks in that goddamn Castaway movie. I've got nothing but a ball to fuck, and you left me with that goddamn pencil-headed moron and all his stupid redneck friends. And now,
sorry,
what the hell am I supposed to do? Jesus. You hear all the questions they ask me about. All they want to talk to me about is some dumbass shit. Tom, I hope you got something smart because
yes, because I know you probably have to be excited about this. America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, premieres August 19 on Netflix. What are we getting with this documentary?
I don't give a goddamn. Here's the bottom line of it all. If Netflix and chill is how all you people get your Hummers on, if I can't get one by being on the screen myself, let me tell you something. There is something wrong with this planet. The only thing I know is that Netflix said, hey, look here. I know you got a lot of film that you do not want exposed out there. And that's a fact. I mean, I've got movies of Michael Irvin stabbing somebody in the neck with a fucking pair of scissors. I got him snorting cocaine off the butt of a goddamn Mexican whore. It doesn't matter anymore. You understand? People are loving that kind of stuff. The worst person you can be makes you the most popular thing you are. So it's time for the Dallas Cowboys to hit Netflix.
Did you get to spend some time on Eugenia during the off season?
Oh, you goddamn right. You know, I tell you something. I've been out here on this ship floating around in the goddamn Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, and we've been looking for someplace pretty particular. My Captain Pablo says that he knows where this specific it's hard to say the words, but, you know, there's an island out here that everybody's been looking for. And look, I left my garage door open right over there, and I got to find that motherfucker.
Right.
All I can say is Captain Pablo, in his days before he was working for me and he was running with some cartels, he says he knows where it is. But so far, no luck.
All right. Well, so Brian Schottenheimer.
Right. Brian Schottenlappen. Yeah, what I can't
I mean, really?
Hey, look here, Tom. I got to tell you something. You know, we talked back in the past. The last time we hired a coach, we hired that what was his name? The big fat boy that ate me out of house and home.
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. That's the one I'm talking about. The one that could look this way and that way at the same goddamn time. We talked about it then, and now here we are with a brand new coach, and here you come back asking me questions about it. You know what I'm looking for in a coach, Tom. I'm looking for a puppet that I can control. And you know, if you got a name like Schottenheimer, there's probably some skeletons in your closet. If you follow what I'm saying, if I look deep enough into the history of Europe, I'm sure I'll find something.
Okay, well, if you're controlling Schottenheimer,
right,
then make him win.
Well, you know, that's always the goal, Tom, unfortunately. Sometimes I get myself out here outside of cell phone range, and then everything kind of goes to hell. That's what happened last year in the playoffs. I was on the boat. I was sailing around. Everything was good. Captain Pablo was heading into the sun, and I goddamn lost contact with Mike McCarthy. Before you know it, in the first quarter, the game was over.
Well, Jerry, you know I love you, man, and good to talk to you again. Glad. If anybody else got any questions for you.
Anybody else got something to say? I'm glad to hear from you, Tom. Really, seriously, having to deal with some of these podcast questions, really, it makes an old man, wish for the grave. Now, anybody else?
Speaking of wishing for the grave, Jerry,
yes.
It's Scott here. I wanted to ask you how you feel about the death of obviously Big Jim Irsay, good friend of yours.
Yeah.
And do you have a succession plan, because Father Time's coming for you soon, I think.
Well, I don't know about no Father Time, but I did have a succession plan, and Jim was good friends with that guy Oscar, and now Oscar has introduced me to his friend Tito, and they both have the best cocaine. And now I don't need it. Once I've got that connection made, I think I'm all good to go. There. Oh, that's not. You weren't asking me that. Well,
no, I was asking how you felt about his death. Obviously, being a big friend of yours.
Oh, I don't give a goddamn. He never did nothing for me, for fuck's sake. If I'd lost to him in the Super Bowl, it'd be one thing. I tell you, I gave him $20. I said, call out Dan Snyder, make him look like a fool, and he did. So I'm all right with it. Go ahead. Jerry's a busy guy. I gotta get.
Jerry, I'm the son of the slopehead, so I'm sorry about the questions.
Oh, for God's sake, I can barely understand you. Can you speak up, son?
Well, I just want to know, you said you pinched yourself about Joe Milton. I just want to know how hard you did it.
Well, I tell you, it's not about how hard I pinched myself over Joe Milton. It's about where I pinched myself over Joe Milton. Listen, I saw him out there working out in shorts, and I said to myself, God dang, now that boy's got a bulge. And there's where I'm looking at for a quarterback. He's got a hose for an arm. He's got a hose for a leg, and it's not number 1 or number 2.
And one last one for you, Jerry, is what kind of entertainment can we expect at AT&T Stadium this year? Because it won't be on the field.
Oh, hell no. Of course, we're going to have the cockfightings on the mezzanine. That's been very popular. I think that we're probably going to have Hunt the Pig down out in the parking lot where you have the TVs, the big TVs, where everybody comes up, the deadbeats that can't afford a ticket. They come up and watch my damn TV for free. We're just going to let a wild boar out in the middle of them and see who can get it. I think that'll be kind of fun. And, if we're smart enough, we can turn some cameras on. It'll kill a couple of people or at least mangle a few, and we'll get some good footage out of it to sell to the Discovery Channel.
Jerry, you live in a very different world than the rest of us.
All right. You boys have a good time. Tom, it's nice to talk to you. I wish you would come back more often and not leave me with this goddamn fish brain monkey-headed idiot.
I will try.
I'll tell you something. And anybody out there listening right now, go to cowboyshop.com, put in the promo code FUCKALL, and say, I get my 25% discount before the playoffs. Because after that, I'm jacking the prices up because it's only 1 week only. Bye. All right.
Jerry. He's something.
He is something. Well, let me get him off of here there. Oh, wait, there I am. Oh, and I'm back. Hey, what are y'all doing? So, a lot of people did ask us to talk to Jerry because Tom was going to be on, and that was one of the bits that we started off way back in the day. One guy said that he can't wait to hear the VO Tech ad play after we talk to Jerry. And I don't really feel like VO Tech. Let's see here. What else have we got left to go on this here thing?
Top 10.
Oh, we have the top 10. All right, so I do have a top 10 this week. Hang on 1 second. Let me get myself in position here. And we'll play some top 10 music. What do we got? Fuck it. We'll play this one. Top 10, now, ladies and gentlemen. We have the top 10.
John, you've gone that.
Your audio is fucked.
Has it?
It's all right now. It's all right now.
All right. Yeah, sometimes with StreamYard, it takes a second for the music to get ingrained before our audio is heard. So the top 10 mid-August NFL headlines that we are looking at here on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast. Number 10, as it increasingly looks like Daniel Jones may end up the starter for the Colts. New team owner Carly Gordon has announced that the Colts are offering season ticket holders the opportunity to enter a free medically induced coma at Indianapolis General Hospital until things get better. There really isn't any guarantees there. If the power goes out, you're kind of fucked. But all right, number 9, headlines we're looking at. John Mara, Weasley cheating pencil dick bastard owner of the New York Giants, has been named the Weasley cheating pencil dick bastard of the year by the John Mara Society.
27th year in a row.
This is the 27th year in a row Mara has won the award, And we here at the Bleeding Burgundy podcast would like to offer our warmest congratulations. And with a Cowboys fan in tow, we would like to say, fuck you, John Mara. Forever and ever.
Absolutely.
Number 8. Top 10 August headlines. Saints head coach Kellen Moore has his work cut out for him in with New Orleans. And high on his priority list is stop getting carded every time he wants to buy a beer.
He looks like he's trying to take a shit or fart in one, but he does look 15.
He does.
See, he should have been our offensive coordinator, and Dan Quinn should have been the head coach.
I guess. I'm glad Quinn is here in Washington, to be honest.
I bet you are.
All right, number 7. When asked about Michigan's stiff penalties over his sign-stealing scandal, Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh answered, never heard of Michigan. Michigan isn't a college. It isn't even a state. I doubt it's even a word. Nobody is talking about Michigan.
F-A-C-K fact.
They got so easy.
It's so easy. I fucking forgot about that. F-A-C-K fact. All right, let's see. We got the number 6. Reminder, the annual Jets versus Giants preseason matchup this Saturday gives divorced dads all across New York the opportunity to really disappoint their kids with a trip to the game. Yeah, if you really want to make your kids have to go to therapy, take them to that fucking game. All right, number 7.
Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray was arrested in downtown Phoenix last Thursday. Police said that he became agitated when a local stripper fell on him attempting to lower herself far enough for a lap dance. The club owner has insisted they would not press charges and invited Murray back to sit in a special high chair made just for him.
I saw that fucking video yesterday. I thought of Kyler Murray.
All right, that was number 5. Oh, we have number 4. No, we have number 6, number 5, number 1. What is that? Number 3. All right, so breaking news. President Donald J. Trump has just awarded the Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh the Presidential Medal of Freedom for claiming Michigan doesn't exist. I'm going to have to try that if they don't vote my way next election. With the president. Coach Harbaugh commented, Donald who? Never heard of him. All right. The number 3 mid-August headlines we're following. Also from the White House, President Trump is considering sending the National Guard in to protect the Browns quarterbacks, claiming the bloodshed among them is just too high. Those guys make a lot of money, said Trump. They need my help. Joe Flagpole looks like he votes Democrat, and you're never going to win with that. All right.
Flagpole.
Joe Flagpole. Number 2. Top 10 headlines that we're looking at. Bears head coach and basketball hater Ben Johnson praised star quarterback Caleb Williams on what he calls his best practice of the season. Williams completed an astonishing 8 passes on just 53 attempts in the team's scrimmage last Tuesday. Johnson pointed out a spectacular 3-yard dump off to tight end Cole Kmet that he turned upfield for a 4-yard game to set up a key punt late in the first half.
Key punt.
Oh, fuck him.
He's so mad walking away.
Number 1, top 10 mid-August NFL headlines. Is Comet 31 Atlas really a spacecraft coming to pick up Aaron Rodgers and take him deep into another galaxy? I'm sorry, I can't read these right now. And if so, will they wait to see if the Steelers make the playoffs? You guys know about this thing, Comet X31 or whatever?
No.
All right. This is an interstellar object. This is coming from somewhere else. Every comet and every asteroid we track is from within our own solar system. This one's not even... No, it's coming from somewhere else, and it's heading straight for us. We expect it by December. Yeah, it's going to hit Dallas. God damn it. I asked for some fireworks, but this is ridiculous. All right. We do have a couple other things that we do want to get to, so let me get rid of that and get us back up over here. Go ahead, Tom.
Definitely came from a different solar system, but I don't know if it came from a different galaxy.
No, I don't think it came from a different galaxy, but it is from a different solar system. Now, you brought this to our attention. This is Shedeur Sanders. Did anybody watch this last week? Did y'all watch the Browns?
Was this the kid's signing?
No, did y'all watch the Browns? I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I mean, he had a decent outing.
Yeah, he looked really good.
So here he is. Let me see if this works. Hold on a second. Let me make sure. Let me see here. God,
make sure they know who Tony Grossi is.
Tony Grossi is a beat. You go ahead and tell us who he is.
He's a sports talk show in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay.
I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You always say negative stuff about me. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't seen nothing positive that you ever say. I did something positive every day. But I'm saying, come on, Tony. What I do to you, Tony?
So, of course, social media is going berserk about this.
Well, since Shedeur got drafted, Tony Grossi has just ripped him nonstop.
Yeah.
Terrible quarterback. He's never going to amount to anything. And so he ended up face to face with him, and he called him out about it. So what's the deal?
I'll say this.
That was right after the game.
I'll give credit to Shedeur, man. He was very polite, and I thought he was just kind of almost half fucking with him just to see if he could scare him a little bit. And I think he did. He sounds just like his dad.
I believe Grossi. I don't think Shedeur's going to amount to much, but I don't think Shedeur should have said anything at all. I think he probably just let it go because
what do you think?
How social media is today, they take that run.
Well,
Yeah,
but the thing is, then Grossi went on Colin Cowherd this week.
Oh, well, there you go.
And Colin asked him about the confrontation or the whatever.
Which took him a half an hour to
just saw with Shedeur. And he goes, I don't know why he said that. I haven't really said anything about. Then there was a whole montage of videos of all the times that Tony Grossi shit all over him. So I'm like, dude, you are lying. So when you lie like that, then you're the issue to me.
that's true. I didn't know about the Cowherd thing. I didn't know, but I think players, especially players that quarterbacks, they shouldn't even be looking at shit. They really should.
Well, they say they don't. They love to say I don't pay any attention, but they do.
Everybody looks. I would love to be able to say to you guys off the show, I want to know what Jaden's actual handle is because I think that we had an interaction the other day, but I don't know. So
I don't know.
He's got
Jaden's perfect. He doesn't look at nothing. Come on.
I don't think he does either.
Jaden wouldn't do that.
This is the thing. Nobody does that kind of shit, and I don't ever
perfect.
think about it.
He's perfect.
Anyway, Tom, the best person that we ever had that liked our show was fucking Joni from Happy Days.
We had the wife from the TV show Coach.
We did. We got a like from the TV show Coach, and
the wife of what's his name in the show Coach.
Right. What's her? Oh, I can't remember her name. She was Fabre, Nanette Fabre, or whatever her name was.
I can't remember.
But yeah, Joni from Happy Days.
Remember?
Oh yes, Joni from Happy Days. I did like that. All right, so in my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders is just fucking with him. I think that he calls him out, pulls him over just to see if I can fuck with you and scare you a little bit and make you kind of humble on your words a little.
Okay, but check this out. So I live in Ohio.
Right.
I'm like halfway between Cincinnati and Cleveland, so we got plenty of fans of both here in Columbus. Funny thing about Columbus, Ohio, the Browns are the most popular team. The Steelers are the second most popular team.
So many Steelers.
Of course.
fans.
Anytime
the
rival is always the biggest team.
And then the Bengals are the third most popular team in Columbus, and the Cowboys are fourth.
Steelers and Cowboys.
Got to fumigate the Cowboy fans out.
Yeah, I mean, it's Ohio.
But here's the thing. So after that game, after the preseason game, the coach, Stefanski from Cleveland, he said, well, yeah, it was just part of his development. He got a lot of snaps. He's probably going to get a lot of snaps next week. That's just, we're developing him.
Sure. Right.
And the fans wanted Stefanski fired immediately because he did not praise Shedeur Sanders. They want Stefanski fired, and they want Dion hired as the head coach.
Oh, God. That would be a shit show.
That's Cleveland.
What
are you talking about?
But Tom, remember they took an audience with the dude, the fat guy that wore a fucking Browns or a Bears or a
dog mask.
The dog mask guy. They took an audience with him to see how to help to fix the team.
I mean, they've got 6 QBs on the roster at the minute. Is he the best QB that they have on their roster? Probably. But it's still the Browns.
Well, honest truth be told, Joe Flacco's probably the best quarterback.
I would say so. Yeah,
but
I
don't.
Joe Flacco needs to get his walker in order to roll out for 13 yards.
I like Stefanski. They did gamble on Watson big time, obviously, because they had a good team around him, like a really, really good team.
That team should have beat the Chiefs in that playoff game,
but
they were that close.
That's what happens when you take time off. He was forced to take time off, but still,
I'll never understand that contract.
That contract was just absolutely batshit fucking crazy.
It fucked the league.
And I don't blame Stefanski for one bit, man. I think he's a good coach.
He doesn't have anything to do with the contracts.
No,
but the fact.
I'm talking about with the team and where the team is at right now.
Right. Well, Deshaun had
blame Stefanski for that.
Deshaun had all that shit hanging over him, and the Texans sat him down, and then they signed him to that ridiculous money. I hated that from the outset, and I bitched about it for fucking years on this podcast, and saying that the day is going to come where everybody in the league is going to have to pay for that shit. And fuck the Browns.
It started immediately.
Oh, right. This is why
the day they signed was the day that it came.
Right, but look at you signing. Look at you signing QBs like Dak for $60 million. Trevor Lawrence gets $55 million. I mean, it's wild.
You know who really started all this?
Way up.
You know who really started this guaranteed mess, don't you?
Go ahead.
Kirk Cousins.
Yes. We knew that. We knew that.
Who? Let's be fair to Kirk Cousins here. It is not his fault. He has the greatest agent in the entire world that ever lived. That man has made so much money for very little talent. It is ridiculous. Facts.
Farts will never not be funny. Ever.
Farts are funny always.
They're always funny. Now, let me ask you this. Okay, because Tom, you said you're in Ohio. The Bengals are the third favorite team. Now, we're going to drag it back around to the Commanders. Is there anything left on the list that I missed here?
We did emails.
Oh, emails. I don't have any emails this week. So
I want to apologize to Tom. I stole a couple of his questions.
As long as they got asked, that's all.
I didn't see. I didn't scroll down all the way, so I apologize for that.
No, as long as they got asked, that's all that mattered.
Surprised Jerry takes our calls, to be quite honest with you. All right, so with the Bengals this week, it's kind of strange for me still to try to figure this out. All right, Tom and I had arguments for years over preseason and what was necessary and what was needed. But we always kind of knew that the third preseason game was the game where everybody suits up and plays a half and gets themselves.
So that's when they played 4.
It's the second now. Yeah. It's this one.
Yeah, so it's the second game. So I'm expecting the Commanders are going to play those 30 people that they didn't play last week. Is that true? No.
Yeah.
No. Well, Quinn said today that some starters will be playing. It's kind of, I think it's still up in the air yet. I don't think Jaden's going to play unless Laramie Tunsil plays.
Well, that's just it. You can't put your starting quarterback out there without the starting offensive line.
Yeah. And also, I think the Ravens joint practice, when they put the kibosh on that, I think that kind of shook some things up a little bit because if they were to still, have that joint practice, I don't think we would have seen any starters all preseason.
All right. So, Scott, what are you expecting to see from this team this week?
I would expect to see Jaden Daniels on the field at least for maybe 2 series maximum, probably half a quarter. I don't know. That's what I want. We need to see that. It's at home. The Bengals, for whatever reason, are playing starters. They did against the Eagles last week.
Are they going to play this week?
Yes, they're playing them all 3 weeks. They said.
Well, I remember their coach said that they were going to get a lot of preseason time
because they've been
they got to score 54 games. Right.
Their first play against the Eagles was Burrow straight to chase touchdown. You're like, okay, so they've just carried on like they where they left off.
Why do you need to be out there at this point?
They're going to need to score 50 to 60 a game.
That's true. Well, if the Bengals are serious, you talk. People like to crap on Jerry. Mike Brown's one of the cheapest owners.
Yeah.
And I was shocked that he gave money to both Higgins and Chase.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's serious, I mean, they've got the team. If they want a ring, they need to sign Trey Hendrickson now.
Yes, they do. They do. And
give him the money, man. He's worth it. He's a stat leader.
They need to
give him the money or give him to
Stewart
us. We'll fucking pay his ass, you know? We needed a pass rusher. We got Von Miller, though. He's going to be a fucking all-pro at 36 years old.
All-pro.
And a fucking in a walker.
133, 30, buddy.
Fucking walker.
Jesse making his predictions there.
We just had 10 people join in to listen to that fart. See you later.
Hey, look, we're talking about the Browns right there, and honestly, that is how they call the end of practice nowadays. They just get that dude out there to bust his ass in a microphone.
I tell you what, I got a lot of friends that are Browns and Bengals fans and Steelers fans, so I kind of root for all of them. But man, these Browns fans are out of control with Shador. I don't, and now he's not even. They're so devastated. They're not going to get to see him play tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got no bleak strain.
They jump on everything. Remember that clip we had of that kid running around the neighborhood about Odell Beckham Jr.? Oh, we got OBJ, and that woman called the cops on him. We got Odell. We got Odell. And the cops came and grabbed this kid that was running around the neighborhood cheering about Odell Beckham Jr. And the cops let him go because he looked at the cop and said, "We got Odell." And the cop said, "We got Odell. We got Odell." So there you go.
Earlier I said, where's Lamar's ring at? Honestly, I think Lamar's going to get his ring this season.
This season?
I think the Ravens have put together a team that's as close to perfect as you can get.
Okay. Ravens, Bills, AFC Championship game.
The Bills can't get it.
Look, it's all on Lamar. He's somehow always
every team is the way, and
he
that
says
same
this
way.
too.
Well, wait a minute. Again, so now we're going to blame Lamar when it was.
Well, I'm just saying he doesn't play. He does not play
right.
It was Mark. It was Dick Hands Mark Andrews. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, he had him down there. He did everything he needed to do. That's all you could ask of him.
He hit him dead in the hands.
He did, man. See, it's a team, but football is the ultimate team.
So what you're thinking is
quarterback gets too much credit when they win and gets all the blame when they lose.
So you're looking at the Chiefs taking a drop this year.
Yes,
100%.
Yes.
I don't even think the Chiefs. Hot take. I don't even think the Chiefs win their division. I think Denver beats them.
I agree with you.
Wow.
Oh, really?
I really do.
The Chargers are going to be
The
really
Chargers or the Broncos are going to take a step.
Pipe.
Chargers.
I'm not going to believe it until I see it. I won't believe it until I see it. I think somehow, some way.
We said the same thing.
He's going to be there in the AFC Championship game like he is.
We said the same thing about Brady from 2014 on that. They're going to take a step back, and every year they kept doing it. But look, that's one of the best divisions in football. That's up there with the NFC North right now.
Yeah, I agree, Max. It'll be good. I love all the quarterbacks. Well,
Geno Smith running in there with Pete Carroll, I think that gives them a little bit of legitimacy right there. And then
they might win 7 games.
Ashlon Jonty.
Yeah, but that's more than they've won in 3 years combined.
Yeah, and they've got it's a legit QB that can start. They've got a really good tight end there, and Ashton Jessy will be a good running back for them. So they're going to have a decent side. But I honestly think Denver are going to take a step up again. I think
Jesse, the thing for me about Bo Nix is that coach can make a quarterback do anything. Yeah. Look what he did in Dallas.
Yeah,
we're being honest.
I mean, Sean Payton too.
That's what I mean by Sean Payton.
Well, he wasn't in.
Who he was talking about?
He was the quarterback coach in Dallas.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
one of your first cartoons is about Sean Payton. Come on now.
No, I know one of my first cartoons was about Sean Payton, but it was to ask him why he always looked like he was fucking sick, because he did. He always looked like he had
because
some
of
kind
Drew
of
Bledsoe,
illness.
Dad.
Yeah,
Was that Drew Bledsoe? No, the Drew Bledsoe cartoon I did was when he was in Buffalo, and that guy put him on skates so he could move around.
All right. I know what you're talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. It's fine. I'll school you about your own stuff later.
That's fine. Do that.
As he always does.
That's what you get when you turn 70, Max. That's what it is, man.
That's why we human beings procreate. Why we procreate, so that you can tell us where we're wrong. All right, so I do have one question about the Commanders and their game against the Bengals. The one thing that I was really disappointed in last week was their intensity, their overall energy. Are you expecting better?
Is that the only thing?
Well, let me play this. Let me play this real quick.
I'm just hoping to see the intensity pick up even more. You know what I mean? We've been banging each other for the longest time now.
Scott, let me ask you. Scott, I'm just asking. You know, I don't have a problem with it, but do you think all this homosexual activity is having a problem with the Commanders training camp?
No. Live and let live. You know what I mean?
Put the ping pong table back up for a reason, Dad.
I told you, John, before it's legal, but it's not compulsory, mate. That's my attitude. So you know.
Okay, well,
it's fine.
All right. Well, I think we finally hit rock bottom here.
I think so too.
Okay, well, we'll give this guy one more run.
Got to be some kind of filter on that.
No, it's Jackson Dart. It's
Jackson Dart.
It's their new quarterback. I show you the other? I don't have the other Giants camp video today, but we could probably sit here all day and play along with it. But I think it's about we're over an. Oh my God, we're at almost 2 hours for fuck's sake, Tom. It's great to have you on the fucking show. We never know what the hell's going to happen. So, hey, for everybody that enjoyed this show tonight, I appreciate you. I see all of you guys that came into the chat today. And there's Pollywood. I was thinking about ordering a pizza, but for some reason my appetite isn't what it was a few minutes. Hey, we were talking about EDP and his pizzas the other day. But
oh God,
I know. There's not enough pizza in the world for that man.
Easy there.
He's in prison, isn't he? Go ahead, Tom. You had something to say.
I just thank you guys so much for having me, man. It was a lot of fun.
Dude.
Thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Absolutely loved it. And I hope everybody out there had a good time with us because, football's supposed to be fun. And we can sit here and pretend that we're analysts all day. But, Tom, I think you said it best. Only people that like analysts are analysts.
Yes.
That's right. So, here, let me hit that one time.
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
That's right. So, when Jessy gets way out on a limb there and starts telling us his opinions way too much, we can play that now, and we can pull him back in and rein him back in. And
sometimes it's all right.
No, that's what we're all about here. This is a fan show. This is the beginning of a new season. So for those of you that are new to us, that's what we want you to think. You are sitting here with a couple of friends talking football, and you are welcome to join in. So until I guess we're going to talk again Tuesday about the Bengals game. And Tom, we'll see you the next time that we see you, and I will see you at the draft for our new season for the I can't remember the name of the league, but
in the zone.
In the zone. All I know is there's a picture of Michael Irvin on the fucking cover, and I have to hold my nose every time.
All-time favorite player.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, dude. I don't like Michael Irvin as a player, but as a broadcaster, he's been brilliant, and this guy and I know. We fucking well know, and we can introduce you to it.
You know who's got something in common with Michael? Is Shador Sanders when it comes to touching people. Did you see him all over Tony Grossi?
That's one thing that we noticed early on when he got fired from ESPN because he kept touching Tom Jackson all the time. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. And he's always great. Tom Jackson didn't like it. That was for sure. He wanted to punch him. And I guarantee you, when Michael Irvin got fired from ESPN, it's because Tom Jackson went in there and said, I don't like him. Let me get him. I don't like him.
He's going to reach in my nostril at one point.
Now I'm thinking about the cartoon of the fly that went in his nose and flew around in his head.
All right, so if you guys don't know what we're talking about, you're going to have to go find out about this. Go over to Bang Cartoon on YouTube and watch the cartoons. And if not, subscribe, like, tell your friends. They will like you if you tell them about this podcast. They will say to you, God damn, I don't know how I could live before I found this podcast. Thank you so much, dear friend of mine. And with that, we're going to say, see you later.
Them boys.
Later.
Oh, God.